Is there a reason why ever since Bill Clinton, they just won't let somebody be president? I really think, you know what it is? I think it's because of social media and 24 hours news networks and all of that type of shit. This is like CNN. CNN, who refuses to cover anything about Hillary and the Democratic Party, ignoring the votes during the primary and boxing out Bernie Sanders, who actually got more votes. And then Hillary actually has the fucking balls to be like, we should do away with the Electoral College. Oh, because the fuckover that you ran on Bernie Sanders then was done to you? I've never seen such an entitled fucking person. Everybody talks about how entitled Trump is, and I'm not saying he isn't. Jesus fucking Christ. She really thought that that job was hers. It's fucking unbelievable. Anyways, it's unfucking believable. All right. It says Sean Spicer basically admitted that he was willing to lie for Trump. Now, what is shocking about that? Do you think there was nobody in Obama's cabinet that was willing to lie for him, or Bush's, or Clinton's, or first Bush, or Reagan, or Carter? That's what happens. Think about in your life, there's people you're willing to lie for. You know? Your buddy's fucking hammered behind the wheel. The cop comes up. You sit there, oh, officer, he's fine. He's only had a couple. You know, you do that. It's a friend. Jesus fucking Christ. And everybody fucking sitting here acting like the president runs the country is fucking hilarious. Like his decisions aren't decided by all the money that you fucking need to get in the fucking office, right? I don't know. They keep saying, did Trump use most of his own money? I doubt it. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just so fucking sick of people, you know, acting like this guy is way worse than the other guy because of 2 or 3 issues. Other than that, as far as the environment, as far as the food supply, as far as the heroin epidemic, it's the exact same thing. Don't fucking say shit about it, right? Is that what it is? I don't know. All right. After Chicago teenager is found dead in a walk-in hotel freezer, mystery lingers. This is why I don't watch the news. North Korea's latest nuclear test was so powerful it reshaped the mountain above it. Okay, well, it's nuclear power. It's powerful. Russia fires cruise missile at IS stronghold. Is that the cool way to say ISIS now? Is IS stronghold in East Syria. Russia is about to kick off a war game that is freaking out NATO. Here's what we know. This is why I don't read the news. I wouldn't know any of this. It's a game. They're having a game. They can't play a game in their own country. Coordinated attack in southern Iraq kills at least 50. Okay. No good news yet. All right, let's go to the United States. Let's see what good news is here. 8 dead after South Florida nursing home's air conditioning fails following Hurricane Irma. Great. Next one. As the White House calls for her firing, ESPN's Jamel Hill addressed the elephant in the room. What the fuck is this? How the fuck did we go from the White House to a reporter on ESPN? Now this, I'll tell you, this here I gotta read. This one I gotta read. All right. Here we go. What do we say? Hours after a White House spokesperson called for ESPN to fire her because she called President Trump a white supremacist on Twitter, Jamel Hill tweeted about the topic Wednesday night, saying she was going to address the elephant in the room after becoming the latest flashpoint in a cultural skirmish that has involved the sports network once again. Hashtagging her tweets, hashtag facts, Hill wrote, "My comments on Twitter express my personal belief. My regret is that my comments and the public way I made them painted ESPN in an unfair light. My respect for the company and my colleagues remains unconditional." Yeah, how the fuck do you have that job and know you can't tweet some shit like that? You're going to get fired because at the end of the day, all ESPN gives a fuck about is ratings and money. That's what they care about. All right, so when asked Wednesday afternoon by the Post's David Nakamura Nakamura, that's a good last name. About Hill's original tweets, Sarah Huckabee Sanders said she was unsure whether the president was aware of the kerfuffle they caused, but of course he was aware. The guy fucking tweets every day. He's like a 7th grade girl. I think that's one of the more outrageous comments that anyone could make, and certainly something that I think is fireable offense by ESPN. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, give me a fucking break. I love how ESPN thinks that reflects on them, and all they need is a couple people. I'll tell you right now, if you don't fire that woman for what she said about my president, I ain't gonna watch to see if the Yankees beat the fucking Indians tonight. Yes, you are. What else are you gonna do? Read a book? It's a sports network. This is some of the dumbest people on the planet, myself included. Do you know how many times I've gotten so disgusted with the NFL, I tried to walk away. Then I just had to admit that I was too weak to do it. I like how the NFL ratings are down now and they're trying to blame that stupid Colin Kaepernick thing. That's what it was. Oh, that's what it wasn't. What, you know what it was? Is they just got greedy. I think it's the NFL. Plus, it goes in cycles, too. You know what I mean? It's like the NBA where they had Bird, Magic, into fucking Jordan, and then there was a little bit of a lull there for a minute, right? And then, like, I don't know. I guess the Spurs weren't fucking exciting enough. I don't know. And then, eventually other guys came along. LeBron came along. Yeah, the next one, right? I think football goes through the same thing. But the problem is that these guys in the NFL, they're trying to go global, and they're trying to please as many people as humanly possible. So they kind of abandoned their original. You know where the NBA is right now? The NBA is where U2 was when Bono started wearing those big fly glasses, the big mosquito glasses, and was saying shit like, "This is the most surreal night of my life, man." He started playing a character, In 8 years, they went from "In the name of love," carrying a fucking white flag and all, whatever the fuck it is they were doing back then. I was never the big U2 guy. Okay, as I told you before, I didn't listen to the right music in the 80s. I was listening to Crocus and Helix. I was listening to all those fucking bands. You know what I mean? And then I was watching sports. And I was flunking math and French class. I mean, that's basically what you've been listening to all these years, if you ever wondered. I don't need to go to Ancestry.com to figure out my mystery. I am a fucking dope. I am a dope's dope. When I walk into a room, dopes shut up just to listen to what stupid thing I'm going to say. Anyways. Yeah, they did the pink thing. Let's have the football players wear pink. I love how, like, for some reason, the fact that a football is a really male testosterone aggressive thing that, like, for some reason guys have to apologize for that, and they just can't effeminate. Is that the word? Effeminate? They can't make it like feminine enough all of a sudden, because all these feminists bitch moaning and complaining has all these corporations all in a myth like, oh, we don't want to be considered sexist. So next thing you know, they're wearing pink for a month, as if the NFL gives a flying fuck about anything other than making money. Cancer, this is what we care about. Your brain turning into scrambled eggs. Yeah, we don't, and you killing yourself by the time you're 50. We don't give a fuck about that. Oh, is that what you did? Here's $40 for everybody who ever played the fucking game. They don't give a shit. According to reports, they kept like $95 to $97 of every $100 they made off of that pink shit. So give me a fucking break. They show people in the crowd that are in the military. They charge that branch of the military. They treat it like a commercial, as they tell you to support the troops. The fuck out of here, right? So now what? So now all these women's groups sit there bitch moaning and complaining. So now they got female referees. They got women calling the games. They got the guys wearing pink for an entire fucking month. They got Lady Gaga singing at the fucking halftime at the Super Bowl. They took a total fucking left turn. And when you do that, like you too, is you're going to lose a lot of your original fan base that are like, hey, man, I liked them back when, I liked the first album. I saw them when there was only 8,000 people at the fucking show. That's basically what they're going through. And they're going to survive it. And they're going to transition from, the frozen tundra and all of that fucking, making it seem like it was fucking D-Day, all of that great shit that I loved. They're going to transition out of all of that. And I think that there's going to be a lot more fuchsias and teals and all that type of stuff coming into the NFL as they try to, I don't know, I think as they try to get ahead of this next generation of people that's coming up, that goes out to comedy clubs and literally just stares at the comedians. Like, that's what I'm experiencing now. I was at the Comedy Store last night. Granted, something fucked up happened before I went on stage. I guess I should have realized that. And just staring at me. Staring at me. So, I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. I'm thinking of actually, maybe I'll start wearing pink on stage. And then people will think that I care. Anyways, I don't want to call out any fucking specific fucking people. I don't want to fucking do that because, I sucked as a comedian. Eventually I got better at it. But I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. If you're going to go down that road, you still have to pick somebody that's of a fucking certain level of professionalism, no? If you're going to have a fucking national game, I mean, Jesus Christ. And I'm not talking about that poor bastard that froze like a deer in a headlight. That fucking kid on the side. I just felt bad for that dude. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you're going to call a fucking game, good fucking Lord. Good Lord. This is actually my dream. My dream is somebody that, is like a fucking, went to broadcasting school, and then you pair them up with someone that played the game. I know they try to do that all the time, but someone that actually can tell a story that played the fucking game. That's when it's the best. Like Collinsworth, John Madden, Phil. I love Phil. A lot of people didn't like Phil Simms. I love Phil Simms. The guy he won a Super Bowl. He's the first guy to say, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm not going to listen to this guy. All these guys who play fantasy football trying to say the guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, what would he know about? Well, he only played the game professionally, you fucking moron. I don't know. Wait a second. What the fuck is going on here? All right, I don't know what the hell I just did. I had my recorder on the floor. I don't know when the hell I just chopped it off, but I had the thing recording on the wrong speed. I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in comedy clubs. I don't know what's going on in the NFL. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And this is just part of becoming old. Like, why do I gotta put the street lights up so bright? Like, I'm just an old man. Don't fucking listen to me.